Good evening. My name is Dr. Unal. I am the chair of Turkish Society Hospital Infection and Control and the co-chair of this Congress, big Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and the honored guests, I would like to welcome you all to Istanbul and to the 33rd International Congress of Chemotherapy that is organized in collaboration with the International Society of Antimicrobial Chemotherapy and the Turkish Society of Hospital Infection and Control. We gather here united by the shared commitment to tracking some of the most pressing global health challenges of our time. I want to express my deepest gratitude to each of you for being here and for contributing your knowledge and passion to this event. In recent years, the world has been starkly reminded of the critical role in infection control and antimicrobial therapies in public. Our Congress serves as the unique platform for the exchange of ideas and for forging the alliance needed to drive meaningful advancement in antimicrobial chemotherapy and infection control. Since our last gathering, 2 years before, the field has evolved tremendously with groundbreaking research, new therapies, and the heightened understanding of microbial resistant patterns. Yet, as we make strides forward, we are faced and fresh challenges that call for innovation, interdisciplinary cooperation, and the swift action. This Congress is an opportunity for us not only share our insight, but also ignite a global response to these challenges that reaches beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. Dear colleagues, as the organizers, we are thrilled to host distinguished speakers, innovative panels, and the hands-on workshops. You will have opportunities to engage with leading experts, explore pioneering research, and participate in interactive sessions that allow the exchange of knowledge of ideas. Dear colleagues, as we look forward to the future of antimicrobial chemotherapy and infection control, I'm still optimistic. Together, we are building a healthcare ecosystem that is resilient, innovative, and ready to face new challenges head-on. Let this Congress be springboard for lasting partnership, bold ideas, and groundbreaking research that will redefine our approach to these global health issues. Before I close, I want to invite each of you to engage fully in discussions, workshops, and collaborative sessions that is ahead. Your expertise and insight are invaluable to driving progress in our field. Let us use the time together to think boldly and decisively and make a commitment to the shared mission of the advancing antimicrobial therapies and infection control practice worldwide. At this point, I would like to thank you all one more time for joining us in this exclusive Congress, and two more thanks to ISAC for trusting us to our society having this Congress in Turkey, although very hard conditions around the geography. And the final thank to the organizing company, PCO, Bros, for helping us to put everything together. And I hope it will be a very successful one. And I thank you all one more time and start the Congress all together for the next 3 days. Welcome to Istanbul. And now I have the honor of introducing you my dear friend, Professor Souha Kanj. I'm sure you all know her very well. She is from the American University of Beirut Medical Center and Lebanon, and at the same time, she's a consultant professor at Duke University Medical Center. And more important than all of them, she is the president-elect of ISAC and will be president in a couple of hours. Souha, please, for opening.
Thank you very much, Serhat. It's truly an honor and a big pleasure for me to be here today. And to see this room full is really something that brings a lot of pleasure. Despite all the geopolitical situation in the world right now, to see a full room for this Congress really is very rewarding to our efforts to put this Congress together. So thank you very much to every one of you for being here. So allow me to present this on behalf of our ISAC President, Jeff Combs, who was supposed to present this, but he couldn't come because of some restrictions, so I'm gonna be presenting this. So I'd like to welcome you to the ICC Congress, and this is a collaboration between the International Society of Antimicrobial Chemotherapy, ISAC, and the Turkish Society of Hospital Infections and Control. Now, I'd like to mention a few slides about ISAC, because although ISAC is very well known to many of you, there are some people who are still not very familiar with what ISAC is. The International Society of Antimicrobial Chemotherapy was founded in 1961 and is a federation of affiliated member societies which aim to increase the knowledge of antimicrobial chemotherapy and combat antimicrobial resistance around the world. And on this slide, you see a word map with the places where the ICC happened since 1959. And you see that this has happened in many places around the world, including Europe, including Asia, Canada, and the last one was in Perth, Australia. And so I welcome you again here to Turkey for this ICC. A few words about our executive committee. We are a committee of trustees of 5 people listed here. We have the President, Jeff Combs, myself as President-elect, Hyman Wertheim as the next President-elect, Dr. Unal, you've met, and Andreas Voss being the immediate past president. We have an executive committee with, as you see, representation from many parts of the world. And we have ex officio members who are very active and really contribute to a lot of work of the society, and their names and which countries they come from should have been listed here, but Stefania is from Italy, Jen Lee from Australia, Jingsen Zhao from Australia, David Lai from Singapore, Mi Nai Kim from South Korea, and Fred Tenover from the USA. And our Chief Executive Officer is Fiona McKenzie, and Fee is our Executive Officer. And the Executive Committee members are also very active, and their names are listed here. Now, I'm sad to say that we have some people departing, and their names are in the circles. We will miss them dearly, but they will remain very good friends of ISAC, and we hope for continuous collaboration. Now, as Serhal said, I will be president of the society, and it's really a big honor for me to take on this responsibility, particularly looking at the list of the previous presidents and their really achievements in the field. So I'm really humbled to be taking on this role. And then for the trustees, Hyman, Anuradha, and David are gonna be the trustees for the next term, and I'm sure you're gonna have the opportunity to meet them and interact with them during the 3 days. Now, we have 2 ex officio members leaving us, and I'd like here to really stop and thank Fred Tenover for all his work. It's gonna be very hard to replace you, Fred. We're gonna try hard, but really to find someone who matches your efforts for the society. Now, we are a society of member societies, and every year, you know, we have new applications for societies wanting to become members. And I'm happy to say that since the ICC in Perth, we've had 12 new societies who have been added to our ISAC network. And these 107 member societies come from all over the globe, and we're very proud to be representing them. And if you belong to a society and you'd like to become a member society of ISAC, Fee Johnston, please, her email is listed here. Reach out to her and we will address this. Now, one of the recent things that we did to address the society needs is a project that was spearheaded by Hyman Wortham and Robert Skov, and Robert is from ESCMED, and we're really very happy and proud with this collaboration with ESCMED, is to look at a survey on infectious diseases, clinical microbiology, and infection control, and try to test the need of these societies. And I'm just sharing a couple of the slides from the survey. Obviously, the analysis will be done, and hopefully we will publicize the results later. At ISAC, we have 17 working groups, and these, some of them are more active than others, but if you are interested in belonging to any of these groups, we will have a meeting room available during the conference at Yildiz Room 3, so please join your colleagues in discussing work of the working groups, or if you are interested to apply to become a member of these working groups. Now, ISAC does a lot of educational activities, and I'm going to run through some of them quickly. We have e-modules on 4 topics, and these are populars, and participants will receive a certificate on passing the course. All this is present on the ISAC website, so please visit the website, and if you're interested to take the e-modules. And we do a lot of webinars. These are some examples of the recent webinars. The last one was done in collaboration with ESCMED, and I thank again here ISAC President Robert Skov for his efforts on this, and it was on AMR in low resource setting, a very important topic to address, but also we did webinars on launching on the antibiotic guides, and I'll come to that in a minute. And other webinars on various topics of infectious diseases, fungal infections, and others. Also, ISAC participated in the IC meeting in Australia, and I think this was a very successful one. And ISAC also endorses meetings, and these are some of the recent meetings that, or congresses that ISAC endorsed: the polymyxin meeting, the Lebanese Society of Infectious Diseases and Clinical Microbiology that attracted over 1,200 participants, and the Egyptian Society. And if you are interested in having ISAC endorsing one of your congresses, please reach out to us and we'll address that. Now, one of the things that also is under the auspices of ISAC is the APUA, or the Alliance for Prudent Use of Antibiotics. APUA was established in 1989 by Stuart Levy, but has been under the auspices of ISAC since 2019, and it's currently chaired by Pierre Tetevin. And we have a very large board membership, and again, the board members are here, and we'd like to thank all of them for their active work in APUA. And APUA is really working at many fronts, planning webinars, newsletters, symposia, antibiotic cards, which are very popular. And also at APUA, we've really worked on publishing some consensus papers and position papers on important topics for antimicrobial usage. This is a slide showing some of the antibiotic cards, and these are very much downloaded, a guide to clinicians, particularly those who work in other fields and not very knowledgeable about infectious diseases. And the cards were recently translated into Vietnamese, but it can be translated to other languages. And they're available free at the APUA website that is listed on this slide. So APUA currently is expanding, and if you're interested to become an individual member of APUA, also please reach out to us, and we will discuss your membership, and happy to have more members. This is an opportunity to collaborate with colleagues, experts in the field, and establish networks. Now, I'm very, very happy to announce that the antibiotic guide, that is a pathogen-directed antibiotic guide, particularly addressed for low middle-income countries, is launched now, and I'd like here to stop and thank Hyman Wertheim, who's our next president-elect, for all his effort. He's been the engine behind this ABX guide. These are the people who worked very hard to make this happen: Nida Kostova, Hind Kadri, Teske Schoffelin. And now we have the link for the ABX card, so please try it and give us your feedback. This is always work in progress. Now, ISAC has two international journals that we are very proud of: the International Journal of Antimicrobial Agents, and the editor is Jan Lee, and the Journal of Global Antimicrobial Resistance. Our departing editor-in-chief is Stefania Stefani, and our new editor-in-chief is Anatanios Tsakras. So we thank Stefania for all her hard work, and really welcome Atan for his new role in the journal. And these are very good journals, so we encourage you to really consider submitting your work to IJAA and JGAR, and as you see here listed are the impact factors, comparing them to other journals that publish a similar type of work. Also, I'd like to remind everyone that we have the ISAC project grants, and we offer project grants for AMR ID research involving low middle-income countries, and the grants are exclusively available to members of ISAC member societies. So this is an opportunity for young investigators to get funding for their work. Now, here is the most exciting part of my presentation: awards and honorary memberships. Well, first, the ISAC honorary membership is conferred upon persons who have brought outstanding contributions to antimicrobial chemotherapy. And the 2024 awardee is Professor David Patterson, who is currently working in Singapore. Unfortunately, David could not be with us today. He's arriving late tonight, so we'll present him with the award tomorrow. But currently, David directs Advanced ID at SOS Wee Hock School of Public Health. This is a clinical trials network comprising more than 40 hospitals across Asia. He's honorary professor at the University of Queensland, and he's really done a lot of work on epidemiology and new therapies for drug resistance. And I'm sure you're happy to see that David Patterson has an H-index of 142 and close to 120,000 citations. Now, the next sets of awards are the ISAC Meritorious Memberships. And these awards are bestowed upon people who have been elected to positions in the society. So as much as we'd like to give awards to other people, including ex officio members, I think we're limited by the bylaws of the society to give it to the people who have been elected. So in 2024, ISAC Meritorious Membership is awarded to ISAC Executive Committee members coming to the end of their terms. So I'm going to announce the awardees, and then at the end, call on all three of them to come to give them their certificates and their gifts. The first one is Kazuhiro Tadida from Japan. So he's leaving the executive committee, and Dr. Tadida is not here with us today, and we'll make sure to send him his recognition awards. The second one is one of my dear friends, Stephanie. Stephanie has done a lot of hard work for the society. As you see, she was an ordinary member and then JGAR editors. And Stefania was the founding editor of JGAR. The first issue was published in 2013. And she served as an ex officio member of the executive committee from 2017 to 2024. And you saw the impact factor of JGAR. And I'd like to say that the journal is ranked 38 among 132 journals in infectious diseases and 90 among 354 journals in pharmacology and pharmacy. So thank you very much, Stefania, for all your hard work. The second ISAC Meritorious Awards, of course, goes to Professor Serhal Unal, and Serhat has been a really very big contributor to the work of ISAC as initially ordinary member and then honorary member, secretary, and a trustee. In 2019, he co-led with Matthew Dryden the ISAC Academy, and you will find a lot of educational material on the ISAC website under ISAC Academy. I think also for all his efforts as the 2024 ICC Congress President, thank you very much, Serhat, for everything you've done. And the third awardee is Andreas Voss. And I tell you, this slide is Jeff's slide. So he wanted to make a joke and say, is this Andreas Voss? No, he's not a head of trade and finance. He's not an actor. He's not a footballer. And he's not a card player. But that's Andreas Voss. But Andreas can be all 5 of these. An outstanding member and friend. I'm really honored to be presenting him with this award. As you see, I'm not going to mention all what's on the slide, but his contribution to ISAC has been tremendous. And he's the immediate past president from 2022 to 2024, and he had really many initiatives for ISAC that are listed here. And I think for all those who have not known Andreas in the field of ID infection control, they've been sleeping for the past years. So thank you, Andreas, for all your efforts. I'd like to thank all members of the organizing committee and the scientific committees. Their names are listed here. Every one of them has really contributed to the success of the Congress and the program. And so this is a summary of some of the plenary and keynote speakers and the lectures they will be delivering. We have 104 invited speakers, so I'd like to stop here and thank every one of them. The local speakers from Turkey, the international speakers, some of them came from really far away to be with us today, and for the rest of the Congress too. Thank you very much for all your efforts. We have Young Investigator Travel Awards, and this is the summary of what is the award, and I'm very happy to say that this year ISAC Young Investigator Travel awardees were 9, and they presented their work at the Young Investigator early career session, and I saw the room was packed and their presentations were really excellent. And to receive your award, please go to the ISAC booth and ask for Fee Johnston. And also we have the ISAC Eastern European Travel awardees, and we had 18, so congratulations to all 18 awardees for receiving this award. And also please go to the ISAC booth to receive your awards, or if you have any questions about the awards. We also have 16 ICC Young Investigator Travel awardees, and again, congratulations to all of them, and please go to the Secretariat of ICC to get your awards, and to answer any of your questions. Congratulations to all our young awardees. Now, this year we have the ICC member society posters, where societies have the opportunities to talk about their society's activities, and you will see that in the hall across the meeting. And this is my last slide, and this is to announce the 34th ICC will be co-hosted by the Philippine Society for Microbiology and Infectious Diseases and Dr. Regina Barba, who came here. And please save the date, and I'm happy to say that the Philippines has the second number of attendees in this Congress. So we have 21 delegates from the Philippines. So thank you very much for being with us.